How to store homemade cookies. How long can they stay at room temperature? Can I store them in the refrigerator? Or can I freeze them to preserve them for longer? In this video we bring some tips on how to store homemade cookies to prevent them from spoiling too quickly. Tips for storing homemade cookies. Homemade cookies or biscuits can be kept at room temperature in a cool, dry place, away from sunlight. Wait for them to cool completely before storing, and place them inside an airtight container to avoid contact with air. If you like, you can place a slice of bread in the container, as the moisture from the bread helps reduce moisture loss from the cookies, keeping them fresh for longer. Soft or crispy homemade cookies can last for about 15 to 21 days at room temperature without losing their properties. You can quickly heat the cookies in a conventional or electric oven to make them crispier. If the cookie has an icing or filling with dairy products or eggs, it should never be left at room temperature. In this case, place it in an airtight container in the refrigerator. They will last for about 7 days without spoiling. Can you freeze homemade cookies? The best way to preserve homemade cookies is precisely by freezing them. Wrap the cookies well with aluminum foil or in an airtight container. One tip is to place them on a baking sheet in a single layer to prevent them from sticking together. After they are frozen, transfer them to a freezer bag, placing parchment paper between them and return them to the freezer. In the freezer, homemade cookies can last for about 6 months without losing their properties. To thaw, place them in a conventional or electric oven at 160 degrees Celsius for 5 to 10 minutes. If you prefer, you can thaw them in the microwave. In this case, use only 30 to 40 seconds, but remember that they will become softer and more pasty. In the case of cookies with icing or filling, transfer them to another container with a lid and leave them in the refrigerator overnight, or in the refrigerator for a few hours. How to know if it has spoiled. Always check the appearance and smell of the cookie. When it spoils, it may develop a sour smell or one that is different from its original scent, or it might get strange spots and develop mold. If you notice anything wrong, do not risk eating it, discard it,